please stand for pledge. I pledge
Pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call this meeting to order at 7 o'clock. Rick, can I get a roll call, please?
Mike Cashman,
Present.
Thomas Wood,
Here.
Martin Lennox,
Here.
Meg Lefebvre,
Here.
Carter Hebert,
President.
James Coffey,
Here.
and Rick Collins.
Perfect. Resolution 16-172, approved minutes of the previous meeting.
Resolved that the minutes of August 15, 2016 be approved and the reading of the minutes be dispensed with.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Mannix, is there a second?
Seconded.
Hebert. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Martin Lennox,
Yes.
Meg Lefebvre,
Yes.
Carter Hebert.
Yes.
Mike Cashman.
Yes, resolution is carried. Resolution 16-173, abstract.
Resolved that the abstract of audit claims number 9A-16, 1618 to 1759 for $201,929.83, and abstract 9A-16, 336 to 359 prepays in the amount of $422,365.88 be received as reviewed by the audit committee, and the supervisors hereby authorized to pay said abstract.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Hebert, is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Mr. Mannix, any discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Martin Mannix,
Yes.
Meg Lefebvre,
Yes.
Barb Hebert.
Yes.
Mike Cashman.
Yes, resolution does carry. Resolution 16-174, bid award for May Courier well testing.
Whereas Scott Stoddard, Water and Wastewater Director, received authorization to solicit bids for May Career well testing. And whereas Scott Stoddard, Director of the Water and Wastewater, and Ron LaVerge, Civil Engineer with LaVerge Engineering and Consulting Group, have reviewed the sole bid received and found the qualifications of the contractor to be satisfactory. Therefore be resolved that the contract for May Courier well testing be tentatively awarded to the sole bidder, Pratt and Wolf Incorporated, P.O. Box 56, East Syracuse, New York, 13057, in the amount of $56,000. And that was said tentatively award is based upon the following. 1, provisional of the signing of non-conclusive certificate by the contractor. 2, provision of the signed certificate of non-discriminatory by the contractor. 3, the contractor withdraws qualifiers 1 through 7. 4, execution of the agreement by the contractor as well as current change order and addresses the minimum cost of the 24-hour pump test as described in the LaVerge recommendations for the award, July 28, 2016. And it is further resolved that the town board approve the contract as recommended and that the water and wastewater director is hereby authorized to make said purchase. And it be further resolved that payment be made payable from the 2016 water and wastewater budget. And that a copy of this resolution be given to the town clerk, director of water and wastewater department, and the finance manager.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Lefebvre,
Second.
Wood, any discussion?
I had a chance to speak with Scott Stoddard just to get some clarification, so that was a good conversation. And one of the things I asked about was the $56,000, and that was in the range of the bid specifications. I think it was low 50s to low 70s, so in terms of the best value.
I was away, so I didn't have a chance to talk to Scott about this, but I'm wondering, does anybody know if he had a conversation with the low bidder to find out, what their reaction?
This was the only bid.
This was the only bid.
This
I
is
know.
the only bid.
I know that. I said low bidder, but with this bidder, to find out what their reaction will be to this request.
My understanding is they had a cursory conversation, not getting very far into it, but to see if there was some room to make the accommodations, given that it was the only bid.
he physically came to the site twice too.
Yeah.
The only bidder that we had, he physically came to the site with Scott and RJ to look at.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the clarifications I introduced to Scott, so good question.
Scott has described this company as very technically savvy, and they don't do a lot of municipal work, and this was a new thing for them to reply to a bid of this nature,
Right.
and it's not really in their wheelhouse, the bid process.
Yep.
But the work, they're really capable.
Good. So,
He's worked with them before at Wyatt.
Yes, I recognize the
Mhm.
company.
Any further conversation? Seeing none, roll call.
Thomas Wood?
Yes.
Art Manning?
yes.
Mike LaFave?
Yes.
Barb Hebert?
Yes.
Mike Cash?
Yes, resolution carries. Resolution 16175, 2016 base sewer slip lining project payment estimate number 1.
Whereas the Town of Plattsburgh Resolution 16-115 previously awarded the base sewer slip lining project to Stanex Pipe Services Incorporated. Whereas the Town of Plattsburgh Resolution 16-151 approved the base slip lining project change order number 1 to Stanex Pipe Services Incorporated. Whereas Stanex Pipe Services Incorporated has submitted paperwork for 2016 payment estimate 1 for work performed from May 25th, 2016 to August 1st, 2016. Whereas LaBerge Engineering Consulting Group and Scott Stoddard, Director of the Water and Wastewater Department, have reviewed said paperwork as indicated. Therefore be resolved, the supervisor is hereby authorized to make payment from the account in the amount of $204,126.50 for base sewer lining project payment number 1 dated August 11, 2016, payable to Stanex Pipe Services Incorporated, 753 Raleigh Road, Victor, New York, 14564. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the Director of Water and Wastewater Department, the Finance Manager, and Stanex Pipe Services Incorporated.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Wood. Is there a second?
Second.
Fave. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Thomas Wood?
Yes.
Art Manning?
Yes.
Mike LaFave?
Yes.
Barb Hebert?
Yes.
Mike Cash?
Yes, resolution does carry. Resolution 16176, advertised for the 2017 budget work session.
Where each year, as part of the budget process, the town board meets to discuss budget with town departments to determine current issues, future needs, and program goals that require funding in the new budget. Whereas it is important that the community has the opportunity to observe the budget process and learn about the department's needs and goals. Now therefore be resolved that the town board will hold a budget work session on October the 15th, 2016, to be scheduled between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. at the Town Hall Complex, 151 Banker Road. And it be further resolved that the town clerk publish this announcement in the official newspaper of the Town of Plattsburgh, the Press Republican, have a copy posted on the clerk's bulletin board, and cause one to be posted on the town's website. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to all the departments and the finance manager.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Hebert, is there a second?
Second.
I believe Meg beat you out there.
Yep.
Discussion?
So being a new town councilor, in the past, you've done this over, we spread this out over
Course
days?
of several days,
Okay.
Typically beginning in the later part of the afternoon, early part of the afternoon, with the possibility of extending it 1 or 2 additional days. So, this is a departure from what we've done in the past. It's an experiment to do it all on one day, possibly providing the opportunity for community members to come and participate in a day-long session. Bring your lunch.
This is a Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
You're not providing lunch?
Yeah, I'm not providing lunch.
No, dear.
You can ask my wife how cheap I am.
No.
So, it's something a little bit different, we'll see how it goes. I think there are some benefits to it. It also provides Patrick and myself and others to get some additional work done rather than breaking up 3 days midweek. So look forward to the experiment and we'll see how it goes. Obviously, our attendance is pretty low at meetings in general, but
Sometimes there's two,
so.
You and one other person, you mean then?
sometimes.
So, I'll ask for a roll call.
Thank you.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Meg LaFave,
Yes.
Barb Beaver,
Yes.
and Mike Cash.
Yes, resolution does carry. Resolution 16177, the request to attend the 2016 State Conference for Historians.
Whereas by participating in the annual state conference for historians, Mr. Grigowski will be able to represent his interest of the town and continue to remain current and informed, making him more effective town historian. Therefore, it is resolved that Richard Grigowski, town historian, be allowed to attend the New York State Annual Conference for Historians held September 15th through 17th, 2016, in Syracuse, New York, at the Holiday Inn. And it is further resolved that the amount not to exceed $650 be paid for the conference, annual dues, travel, lodging, and meals be charged to the town historian's budget. And it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution be given to the finance manager and the town historian.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Mr. Wood. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Mannix. Any discussion? Seeing
This
none?
is something that we've had normally for our historians, and it's good for them to get a chance to get there and to meet with the others,
The-
something like this.
The other piece of the puzzle that I would add out there is Dick actually has reached out to a couple other local historians about possibly carpooling too. So that may reduce the price slightly as well. So it's to be a little bit conservative to kind of really put the $650 as a max with the opportunity that he may carpool, so. Roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix,
Yes.
Meg LaFave,
Yes.
Barb Beaver.
Yes.
Mike Cash.
Yes, resolution does carry. Seeing no further business before us tonight, I would accept a motion to adjourn this meeting at 7:12 tonight.
So moved.
LaFave, is there a second?
Seconded.
Or Hebert, any discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Thomas Wood,
Yes.
Mark Mannix, Meg LaFave,
Yes.
Barb Beaver,
Yes.
Mike Cash.
Thank you. Last thing that I would just put out there, forgot to mention it, is Halsey's Corner is this Thursday at 11:30. If you would like to attend as part of the Battle of Plattsburgh celebrations.
Okay.
Thank you.
This Thursday.
This is the actually, my company, when the light was going to be, kind of wear both hats.
Anything.
Yeah, no,
I
I
don't
see.
need it, but I'll pick it up. I'm not-